Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, teachers, students, educators, mentors, Intel team members, AIM team members. This is very special session for all of you, where we will orient you all about the India AI Impact Festival. We did this time Tinkerpreneur very AI specific, where we see that the students can submit AI products or AI enabled products, and right now, the India AI Impact Festival is live. So we did Tinkerpreneur in two parts. First one in the last month when we did the skilling of all of you, where we covered several modules on AI. Initially, the first four modules were covered by Intel team, and then the entrepreneurship modules and a bit of AI modules were covered by Tinker Champs as well as our regional mentor of change. So first of all, thank you for all of you for getting yourself skilled via the India AI Impact Festival and when we did the Tinkerpreneur. Now we are into the submission phase. And the submission phase, it is very exciting because not only the tinkerpreneurs, but anybody who even didn't took part in the skilling phase can also submit their projects. So this is open for both tinkerpreneur as well as non-tinkerpreneur. And today, since the Impact Festival asks for two things, one is the project synopsis, the AI project or the AI enabled projects which you are creating right now, which you must have created by now. The submission needs a project synopsis or a pitch deck. Okay, so we will discuss today how to get you a wonderful pitch deck, how you can make a wonderful pitch deck via some of the Tinker champs who are present here today. And we will also see how you can create a good pitch video, which is the second part of the submission. So each of the participant has to submit two things. One is either the project synopsis or the pitch deck, and the second one is the pitch video. Today we will discuss all this about the India AI Impact Festival, and we will also discuss about how to get a winning entry, where our RMOC will discuss the do's and don'ts, what you need to do better, how can you make your project better, how can make your video better. All of this will be covered today. And we have been also joined by our Intel team members who will guide you through the portal on how you can surf the portal, where are all the important links, the FAQs, and how to submit, whether it is a team participation or individual participation. All your queries will be answered today. So let me welcome first of all Mr. Kiran Kumar, our regional mentor of change from Karnataka, who has been kind enough to have this journey with us, with AIM, Intel, and Tinker Champs throughout the skilling phase as well as this Impact Festival phase. And mind you, the Impact Festival submissions right now is till 31st August only. So we thought that this is the right time to orient you all on how to get your winning pitch deck and pitch video. And now I'll like to welcome Shlok, Khushbu, and Vidya, the Tinker Champs, the three of our Tinker Champs community, who will be guiding you through how to make a effective pitch deck and an effective pitch video. And lastly, I would like to welcome Anup Singh Rawatji from Intel team, who will guide you through the Impact Festival and the portal overview. And I'm Shubham Gupta, Innovation Lead at Atal Innovation Mission. So we all are together here just for one particular purpose to orient you well enough about this Impact Festival. So without further ado, first I will hand over to Kiran Kumarji and Tinker Champs to go through how to submit a winning entry as well as how to make an effective pitch deck and pitch video. And then AIM team and Intel team will take it over to orient you about how to serve this portal and what are the important links there. So over to you, Kiran sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Shubham. This feels wonderful to be back again and talking to all the Tinkerpreneur 2025 participants. So we have a very exciting session today with three of our Tinker Champs. As Shubham mentioned, we have Shlok Chauhan from Vadodara, Gujarat, Kushbu Jain from Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh, and Vidya Sharma from Delhi. They have been there, done that, so they are going to share their experiences with all of you. Okay, so and in addition to that, I will also be sharing some tips and suggestions, do's and don'ts. So make sure that you have your pen and notepad ready so you can start jotting down the points. Um, So basically, we will have two rounds of discussions with our three Tinker Champs today, and then I'll come back and share some of those tips and suggestions. Okay, so that's how we will go, and we'll specifically talk about what is pitching, different types of pitches, pitch decks, pitch video. We will show you a template, samples, and things like that, all of which will help you make a good submission to the India AI Impact Festival 2025. Okay, so let's get started with round one now. So let me start off with Shlok for the first question. Shlok, can you tell us what is meant by pitch or pitching, and can you explain the different types of pitches that an entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur can use, especially when pitching for a innovation or a business pitch competition like the India AI Impact Festival?
Sure. So, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, basically, pitching refers to presenting your idea, innovation, product, services, or business to another party with a specific intent. Depending on the audience, you pitch differently. For example, an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is the shortest form of pitch, typically lasting from 30 to 60 seconds, designed to quickly and clearly communicate the essence of a business idea during brief and informal interactions. Its purpose is to spark interest and open the door to deeper conversations. A sales pitch, on the other hand, is crafted to persuade the potential customers, focusing on the product benefits, solutions to user pain points, pricing, and how the offering stands out from the competitors. It is typically more detailed and visually supported. The purpose of a sales pitch is to make a sale. An investor pitch, in contrast, targets venture capitalists, funding agencies, and emphasizes scalability, market opportunity, team credibility, revenue models, and return on investment. It is strategic, data driven, and often accompanied by projections and funding requirements. The purpose of an investor pitch is to raise funds for your business so that you can grow your business further. Then there's also the competition pitch, which is designed for innovation contests or business pitch competitions. It integrates storytelling, social relevance, technical explanation, and vision, usually within a limited time. This type of pitch showcases the uniqueness of the idea, its potential impact, and the readiness for scale. The purpose of the competition pitch is to get a prize money or a grant to take your innovation or business idea forward. While all the pitches share core elements like the problem, solution, and value, the tone, depth, and emphasis differ significantly depending on whether you are informing, selling, persuading, or competing.
All right. Thank you, Shlok. That was quite clear. So if I were to summarize what you just said, pitching is nothing but presenting your idea or innovation or anything that you want to present with some clear intention to a specific audience. It could be your audience could be an investor, it could be a customer, it could be a jury member. So different, depending on the type of audience, you would pitch differently. That's what we understand. And now there are many ways to pitch. Of course, you can just talk, like how the Shlok talked about the elevator pitch. If you are in an elevator with somebody, you want to just connect with them and do a very quick pitch, you could just talk to them face to face. The other way to do it is you could use a set of slides as well, right? You could come up with a set of presentation slides and pitch your idea to your target audience. So when we put together a set of slides, we call that as a pitch deck, or it's a deck is nothing but a set of slides. So it's as simple as that. So a pitch deck is probably a new term for many of you. Maybe many of you have heard about this term called cricket pitch. All of us are familiar with the cricket pitch, but pitch deck is in the context of business or entrepreneurship is slightly different. Here it refers to you're presenting the idea, right? So if you don't understand what a pitch deck is and how do you put together, don't worry. We are going to find out more about the pitch deck from Kushbu. who has also put together a pitch deck to present her business idea during the previous edition of the bootcamp. And she has successfully made it to the top 100 submissions as well. You can learn more about what a pitch deck is from her. So let me ask the next question to Kushbu. Kushbu, can you tell us what a pitch deck is and what is its purpose in a little more detail?
Yes, sir, sure. A pitch deck is like the trailer of a movie. It gives a quick, exciting glimpse of the full story behind your idea or startup. You're not explaining everything in detail, but you're showing just enough to spark curiosity and win attention. The purpose of a pitch deck is to clearly and confidently communicate with your vision, what problem you are solving, how your solution works, and who it helps, and why it matters. Think of your pitch deck as a spotlight. It shines directly on the most important parts of your idea, like the problem, the unique solution, your target audience, how your product stands out, and the kind of support you're seeking, whether it's funding, mentorship, or approval. A good pitch deck is not a textbook, it's more like a guided tour. You don't overwhelm the audience with heavy paragraphs. Instead, you walk them through with simple words, clean layouts, and strong visuals, just like road signs on a highway. Each slide should guide the listener quickly and smoothly through your concept. Ultimately, a pitch deck is your idea's elevator ride. You only have a few minutes, so every slide must do its job. It must capture attention, create interest, and leave the audience with one thought. This is worth supporting. Whether it's in a competition or a real world pitch, your deck is the voice of your idea. Make sure it speaks with clarity, energy, and purpose.
All right, wonderful, Kushbu. So, Kushbu, if I were to just capture what you just mentioned, so a pitch deck helps us clearly and concisely communicate our business idea or innovation or our project to our target audience, right? In the form of a set of slides. And in our context, it is like pitching to the jury members of the competition, which is basically the India AI Impact Festival. So while a pitch deck is made up of a set of slides, we can also use a pitch video along with the pitch deck to demonstrate the working of our innovation or product. While the slides give you visual information, the pitch video goes further. A video is much more than slides, right? So video, you can visualize how it actually works because a video is a moving thing, whereas the slides is like still information. So let's ask Vidya the next question to tell us more about the pitch video and how it further helps all of you to present your idea or innovation to the jury members. So Vidya, could you tell us the purpose of a pitch video and a little more details about the pitch video itself?
Sure, sir. Thank you for the question. And to begin with the answer, the pitch video is usually a short video up to 2 to 3 minutes long, in which you speak directly to the audience and explain your idea in your own voice. Think of it like introducing your project face to face, even if the judges are on the other side of the country. Now, all of you might be thinking that what is the importance of a pitch video? Well, see it like this. If the pitch deck shows, the pitch video brings the idea to life. In a deck, you are limited to slides and visuals, but in a video, you can talk, show, and demonstrate your product in the form of screen recordings or animations. It also makes easier for the judges to see your solution in action, especially if it's a digital product or an application. Another big difference is that your personality will also show up in the video. The way you move your hands, the way you speak, and the way you present things, all those help to keep up with the judges emotionally and not just logically. So, at the end, I would like to mention that if the pitch deck is your script, the pitch video is your audition, and it's your chance, it's your once in a lifetime opportunity to show that your idea is irreplaceable and how it is very useful. Thank
All
you.
right, that was really awesome, Vidya. You brought out the distinction between a pitch deck and pitch video very clearly. So as I understand, the pitch video helps us bring our ideas or innovation or project to life, and it helps the jury understand how your product or project actually works, right? They can see it from the perspective of a end user, how the product is actually used, what are its features and functions, and how does it add value or benefit to the users and things like that. So there's a saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? And we definitely have to use a lot of pictures in our pitch deck. At the same time, when we are talking about the pitch video, I would say a single video is worth 1,000 pictures, because in the video you can really see what's happening. So that's the power of a pitch video. If you want to convince jury members whom you cannot directly communicate with, then this is the pitch video will really help you do that better. So with that, we covered one round of our discussion with all of our Tinker Champs. Now let's go a little deeper and let's look at a pitch deck template, and that shows you how to organize the contents that has to be presented to the jury members. In addition, let us also look at a sample pitch deck and a sample pitch video, because when you actually see what is to be filled within the pitch deck or how a sample pitch video looks like, you'll get a much clearer picture, right? And it will help you put together your own pitch deck and pitch video for your own projects or products and submit it before the deadline, which is by the end of this month. So let's again start with Shlok. Shlok, I would like you to answer this question. Can you run through a pitch deck template, the same template that we have provided on the Tinkerpreneur portal? You would actually find this template if you go to the learning resource number 12 or the session number 12 and go to the learning resource. Within that, go to the activity slide and you will find the template there. You click and download, you can download the template. So Shlok is going to run you through this template and explain you very briefly what are the contents or sections of this pitch deck and what needs to be filled in each of these sections. Shlok, over to you.
Yes. So is the pitch deck template visible?
Yes.
Yes. So first of all, when submitting a pitch deck to a competition, your main objective is to persuade the jury about the value and innovation of your idea or business venture, with the ultimate goal of securing a top prize, grant, or mentorship opportunity. Now I'll walk you through the pitch deck template. The second, third, and the fourth slides of the pitch deck are about understanding the basic terms, submission guidelines, and a few instructions for using the template, respectively. So before starting the pitch deck, one must go through. The first slide of your pitch deck starts from the cover slide. Here, you will mention the name of your brand or business and add your brand or business logo. After that is the overview slide. Here, you provide a summary brief summary of your idea, innovation, or your business venture. The seventh slide is the team. Here, you introduce your team members and the role they played in building your idea or innovation. The next slide is the problem statement. Here you need to elaborate on the problem, need, challenge, want, or desire that you are trying to address. The ninth slide is the product details. Here you explain how your AI-powered solution or product addresses the needs, wants, or challenges faced by the users. Here you also have to state the users or target audience for your solution. The 10th slide is the product screenshots and links. In this slide, add screenshots and links of your product or product demonstration, such as live product or video demo. Also make sure the links have public access during the next 3 to 4 months when evaluation will be in progress. The 11th slide is the technologies that power your solution. Here you say how you have built your AI-powered solution and what are the AI and other technologies that you have made use of. The 12th slide is the additional product details. In this slide, you have to talk about the 3 to 5 key features of the product, top benefits, uniqueness of your product compared to competitors, and how it ensures accessibility. The next slide, the business model. Here, you represent a high-level plan for commercializing solution. Your solution. The 14th slide is a marketing strategy. Here, you present an overview of how you will create a brand and promote your product or service to your target audience. The 15th slide is the selling and distribution. Here, you highlight how you plan to sell your product to paying customers and handle the distribution for the product. The next slide is the market opportunity or the size of the market you are trying to address. Here, you identify the size of the market in terms of number of users or revenue opportunity. You also highlight the potential growth opportunities in the market over the next few years. The 17th slide is the future plans and growth, that you highlight the customer acquisition and revenue projections for your business over the next few years. The 18th slide is the funding ask. You ask what you want: funding support, incubation support, mentoring support, etc. The last slide of the pitch deck template is the links to your digital creations, where you will have to add all the digital creations that were made from session 1 to session 13 in a Google Drive folder, organized in subfolders with public access for review.
All right. Thank you, Shlok, for running through the pitch deck template. There are about 18 slides, right? As I understand. And it's very well structured. And in the interest of time, Shlok could not go through the details. He gave you a brief glimpse of the template and its various sections. But I would encourage all the participants who are listening in to download the pitch deck template, as I mentioned, from the activity page of session 12, learning resource, and go through the detailed instructions, because as you could see in the template, every slide has detailed instructions. It asks you certain questions. There are certain instructions given. So you need to follow those instructions in order to fill the pitch deck template. So make sure that you do a good job with the pitch deck. Make sure to attempt as many questions that are asked in each of the slides. Then you will have a greater chance of pitching your idea, your project, or your product in a good manner, and it has a largest chance of making it to the top entries. Okay, so now that we have understood the pitch deck and we have seen the template, let's look at a sample pitch deck as well. How does a pitch deck looks like when it is actually filled in with a project or a product information? So let me ask this question to Kushbu. Kushbu, could you run us through a sample pitch deck that you have put together for your business venture during last year's Thinkapreneur Bootcamp?
Yes, sir, sure. Let me just share my screen and walk you all through what I include in my pitch deck for my digital product, Ek Lakshya. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Kushbu.
Okay, sir, thank you. So this is the title slide where I introduce the name of my product, Ek Lakshya, with the tagline Kuch Kar Dikhaye. The title reflects the spirit of determination and innovation. Along with it, we also mention the year and the registration ID to formally represent the entry. Then we have the team slide. Here I highlight the names of the team members and their roles. Since I'm the sole person who researched, designed, and built this product from scratch, I have mentioned only my name. I have also mentioned the names of the mentors who have guided me and supported me through my Thinkapreneur journey. In the business overview slide, I explain what my business is all about. Ek Lakshya is an online edutech platform offering differentiated educational products and services for school students and teachers. The vision is to ignite young minds with joyful hands-on learning. The mission is to provide activity-based digital content that makes children curious, creative, and confident learners. In the problem statement slide, I highlight the needs and challenges faced by my target audience. That is, students in classes 4 to 8 are bored with rote learning and textbooks, and teachers find it hard to keep them engaged. The root cause is a lack of fun and interactivity in traditional learning. In the solution overview slide, I have shown the home page of Eklakshya platform. And here I introduce its key features such as self-learning resources, online sessions, hands-on activities, self-assessment tests, dashboards, and chatbot support. Let me run through each of these 7 features in next few slides. Here, Eklakshya offers several self-learning resources for students in classes 4 to 8. Students can access topic-wise material and learn at their own pace. We also offer online learning sessions where expert teachers and mentors take sessions to help students understand concepts in depth. And then we have a large collection of hands-on activities for different lessons and clickable links to help students learn by doing. We also have several self-assessment tests that students can take to test their understanding after completing each topic. This encourages self-reflection and revision. In addition, we have the challenges section that includes fun, subject-wise challenges like balloon rockets or water filters for science, multiplication wheels in maths, and more to encourage students to go beyond the activities and learn more on their own. Finally, the dashboard feature gives students and teachers a space to track progress and manage resources. While the AI chatbot feature helps students instantly get answers to their doubts, this wraps up the key features of e-learning platform. In the product benefits slide, it outlines how Eklakshya offers value to students and teachers. For students, learning becomes fun, flexible, and mobile friendly. For teachers, it reduces lesson planning time and boosts engagement in the classroom. Then we have the business model slide. It shows how Eklakshya generates revenue through monthly subscriptions, one-time purchases, and school licensing. It also highlights cost areas and pricing plans for individuals, families, and institutions. In this slide, I talk about how we are building the Eklakshya brand. We will promote our business through a brand name, logo, tagline, and marketing message that represent our vision. To spread awareness, we will use marketing flyers and email marketing campaigns to promote our products and services among schools, parents, and teachers. Then, here I highlight our customer attraction strategy through social media. We will run social media marketing campaigns involving eye-catching posters, campaign merchandise, and interactive games like spin wheels and scratch cards. These campaigns create excitement, improve visibility, and drive users directly to our online store for subscriptions. The selling and distribution slide explains how I sell the monthly subscription plan for my e-learning platform. I have set up an online store where users can purchase subscriptions and get instant access via email. Multiple payment options like UPI, cards, and net banking are also available. In the market opportunity slide, we estimate the market size to be around 12 crore students studying in classes 4 to 8 and 5 crore teachers teaching them, totaling 17 crores. We aim to reach 1 crore users over time, starting with urban areas and then expanding to semi-urban regions. Our future plan is to launch a mobile app, host the platform on the cloud, and pilot Eklakshya in 10 schools during the next 6 months. As far as our customer acquisition and growth is concerned, we have projected growth over 3 years, targeting 5,000 schools and aiming for revenue growth from 0 to rupees 60 crores based on the market size, pricing, and outreach possibilities. The funding requirement is for rupees 10 lakhs to fully develop and launch Eklakshya. This includes app development, marketing, content creation, maintenance, and analytics. A detailed breakup is shown in the table. Finally, here are the clickable links to all my digital creations and work done throughout my Tinkerpreneur journey. In the closing slide, I thank my audience and invite queries. My email ID is also mentioned for further communication. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Kushbu. That was very clear. And I hope the audience have got a clear picture of how they can also put together a pitch deck like this. If you see, the pitch deck it has a lot of visuals. It doesn't have a lot of paragraphs of text, but it has short messaging in the form of short phrases or a few bullet points. So you have to make the pitch deck very crisp and clear with visuals. And you also need to have some evidence. So you need to embed some links. Let's say you have a product website or a business website, you need to provide links to them. And if you have created some spin wheels and scratch cards, you can provide links to them. In addition, you can also have some screenshots, because these are the things that will help the jury figure out what you have really done and then evaluate them accordingly. So moving on, let's ask Vidya to show us a pitch video. We earlier talked about the pitch video and how the pitch video helps us bring our ideas or innovations or a project or product to life, right? So let's, Vidya, can you show us your pitch video, what you put together for Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp?
Sure, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to showcase my pitch video. For now, I will just present my pitch video, which I have created, and then I will explain how it worked and everything. So please have a look at this.
All right.
Greetings of the day to one and all. Today I, Vidya Sharma, am presenting my prototype Justice Tech to you all. So let us begin now. The problem statement is such that justice systems are burdened by millions of backlogs, leading to frustration and violence. In our own country, India, there are more than 5 crore pending cases that will take more than 300 years to be cleared off. For this problem, I have designed Justice Tech. It has several features like chatbot assistance, document generator, legal consultation corner, etc. Now let us have a quick look at the demonstration of a prototype. Here is the welcome screen and I click on get started to continue, and now we are going through the dashboard, which presents us with a variety of features that have been implemented into the app. The first feature is the chatbot assistance feature, which is the most prominent feature of the app. I have begun the conversation with the chatbot and it has provided me with its programmed answer, as you can see. Now, we will enter our question. Well, I'm a 10-year-old who wishes to study but can't due to financial hardships. What can I do? The chatbot will now look into its database to provide us with the most accurate answer possible. The database is updated, verified, and sourced from trusted sources so that it provides us with the best answers possible. Now we have received the answer which is in reference to the Indian Constitution. It further asks if we have any other questions. I answered no and move on to the other feature. The other feature is the document template feature, which features different documents which can be used for different legal purposes. The users can take a printout of this for their work and use them at their convenience. These were the two features of the Justice Tech app. The future scope of Justice Tech is diverse. It includes expansion into multiple industries, support for policy making, global impact, elevating stress on legal professionals, and support for the underprivileged. It also aligns with Sustainable Development Goals 3, 8, 9, 10, 16, and 17. Regards, thank you. Now, as you all just saw how the pitch video was made, it started with me introducing myself and then the problem statement along with a case study. After that, I quickly demonstrated my prototype and showcased two features which are AI enabled to make sure that I have evidence of the prototype I have built and the features were working. So it is very important to showcase that. Thirdly, I ended the video with a suitable ending like the future prospects and the SDGs it is aligned with, which is also important so that the judges can understand the future scope of your prototype. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Vidya. So I think as we could clearly see, the pitch video helps us demonstrate our project, our product, and its key features, the way an end customer would use it. So it brings to life, as you clearly pointed out earlier, it brings your product to life. The screenshots are one thing in the pitch deck, but the pitch video will take it further and show our jury or anybody in our audience what our product looks like and how does it actually work. So that is very important. So with that, I think we have covered the second round of our discussion with Tinker Champs. And I think through these 2 rounds of discussions, we have clearly understood what is a pitch, what are the different types of pitches, what is a pitch deck, how does it actually look like, what are the different sections of a pitch deck. We looked at the template actually. We also looked at the pitch deck sample and a pitch video sample. So I think our Tinker Champs have done a good job in showcasing what they have done through their own participation in the Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp in the earlier years. But what does it take to submit a winning entry? Yes, it's important to follow these things. You need to submit a pitch deck, you need to submit a pitch video, you can also submit a synopsis. All of these are asked to be submitted. But what does it take to submit a winning entry? So that is very important. So let's find out. And let me share you a few tips and suggestions and a few do's and don'ts. So if you have a notepad and a pen with you, start jotting down the points, because these points will become very important as you start putting your pitch deck, pitch video, your synopsis and everything. So first, let's start with a few general tips. The first and foremost, I would say is maybe you have worked on multiple projects, multiple products, you have built multiple things. But just because you have worked on multiple projects doesn't mean that you need to submit all of them, because they may be at different stages of development. So I would encourage you to submit 1 or 2, maybe preferably a 1, or maybe if you want to submit more, it's up to you. But I would say 1 good project or a product that you have done good amount of work, where you have understood the problem very well, you have come out with a very valuable solution, you have built a very good prototype of it, and it uses AI tools and technologies, and it aligns with the sustainable development goals, and it can create a social impact. So look at all of these, and whichever project that you have built which aligns the maximum with all of these, make sure to submit that one. And I would say avoid submitting half-baked and half-cooked projects, because ultimately quality matters more than quantity. So this is, I would say, my first tip for all of you. At the same time, just because you have multiple ideas, don't try to force fit multiple ideas into the common project. You need to really see whether it really adds value to your target audience or to your customers, right? It should be meaningful to them. You cannot just fit multiple projects or products together and call it as one product, right? That doesn't make sense. So just make sure that it is really meaningful from a end user's perspective. So submit only those features and functionality that make sense. And I would encourage all of you to go through the AI India Impact Festival website to familiarize yourself with what to submit, how to submit it, by when to submit it, go through the evaluation parameters or rubrics given there before you actually start putting together your pitch deck and pitch video. Many a times I see students come back and tell me that they have not looked at the basics, and they have already put together, they're almost about to submit, and then I ask them some basic questions, they have not actually looked at it. So don't do that mistake. Please go through all of these, the website first, get familiar, ask questions to your mentors, and then proceed further. Okay. And let's look at the project synopsis part. One of the things that is asked is the project synopsis. And many students have asked me, what is a synopsis? Synopsis is nothing but a short summary of your project or your product or whatever you're trying to submit, your innovation or your business venture, whatever it is, it's a short summary of it. So basically what you need to write in this is not a very long document with lots of pages. If you just write 1 page, that is good enough. 1 page summary of your project. So basically talk about your problem. What is the problem that you are trying to address? What is the solution that you have come up with? And basically it could be a project or product, and what kind of technologies have you used to build, especially AI technologies in the context of India AI Impact Festival. And you also need to talk about the relevance of the sustainable development goals to your problem statement. So just 1 paragraph on each of the sections is good enough. And if you want to include 1 visual, you can include 1 visual. Don't make it a very long document, and just keep it to, I would say, 1.5 pages max. Don't make it too long. Okay, this is about the synopsis part. And now regarding the pitch deck itself, so here are a few tips and suggestions, do's and don'ts. So first and foremost, make sure that you use the pitch deck template that we have given you in the Tinkerpreneur portal or the website, right? And don't come up with your own template, rather use the template because it is pretty comprehensive. It is well thought out. It covers all the things that are required for submission. So don't modify the slide titles, don't remove any slides from the template. Fill in all the slides in the template as much as you can to the best of your ability. And don't try to fancify the pitch deck, like making it more colorful, adding some themes and things like that. Those things are not really required. The jury is not going to look at how fancy your pitch deck looks like. What they're going to look at is the contents, whether it really makes sense, whether it is, have you really thought through the problem statement well? Does your solution solve the problem, and how well you're taking it to the market? Those are the things the jury will look like. So keep it simple and straightforward. That's my suggestion to you. And when you're filling the pitch deck slides, don't write long paragraphs in each of the slides. I see some students writing like the entire slide is filled up with a long paragraph. No, that's not the way to fill up a pitch deck. Okay. So there are different types of documents. There is a business plan, there's a business page, there's a pitch deck. If you see a business plan is a very comprehensive document which covers the entire plan for a business. But in the case of a competition, we cannot ask you to write like say 30, 40 pages or a 100-page document. So what we expect you to put together is a visual kind of content, which is best covered through a pitch deck, where you provide your key messaging with a few bullet points or a few short phrases, and rest of them you cover with visual content, graphs, charts, pictures, or hyperlinks to external sources and things like these. So make use of graphs and charts, pictures, photos, links everywhere, wherever it is required. Okay, so don't try to overdo it. And wherever you are quoting some numbers, let's say you say the problem is so big or the market size is so big, you need to justify it. How have you made this claim? Where did you get these numbers from? So if you have referenced some external websites or some resources or reports, please give the links to those reports. Please mention it at the bottom of the slide. Okay, because these things are really important for the jury member to really see whether you have really referenced some credible sources or not. And I've seen some students like just adding the link to a ChatGPT response. No, I don't think ChatGPT response can be considered as a credible source. Of course, ChatGPT may give you correct answers, but it can also make some mistakes, right? So don't give links to your ChatGPT responses, rather give reference to some research reports or some, it could be even newspaper articles, whatever you have. It should be some from credible sources. So make sure to justify your numbers and claims, whatever claim you're making, justify it, okay? And your pitch deck should also show evidence of your work. If you just write that I have done this, I have done that, you need to also show evidence of whatever you have done. So that is why we ask you for the screenshots, photos, video clips, or links to your digital creations, the Google Drive folder where you can upload all your digital creations, the AI creations, everything. It has to be in one place. So if the jury were to needs to go and take a look at what you have really done, they should be able to do that. Without evidence, it becomes difficult for them to really see what you have implemented, whether you have just submitted an idea or you have really implemented a project or a product, and whether you have really done justice to the bootcamp. Okay, so if you don't have any evidence to show, your submission could get rejected. So just make sure that you demonstrate, you show evidence to whatever you have done. And most importantly, make sure that your product addresses the 7 evaluation parameters that are mentioned on the website, on the AI Impact India Festival website. So all of those 7 parameters should be addressed in your pitch deck. And highlight the various AI tools and technologies that you have used to build this your project or product, because this competition is all about use of AI tools and technologies. and creating a social impact. So talk about the social impact that you have created, the social cause that you have selected, and things like that. Those things have to come out very clearly, and these are also covered as part of the rubrics. And any links that you provide, make sure that they have public access. For example, if you have uploaded some documents or some creations in your Google Drive folder, I see that many students, many of times they make it private, and when the jury actually goes and clicks on the links, it doesn't open, right? So it doesn't help if the public access is not given to your creations. So just make sure that you give access to all your creations, because the jury has to look at whatever it is, your whether it is your business website, your Google Drive folder, chatbot, whatever you have created, it should be accessible to the jury. Otherwise, they cannot see what you have created. And the most important thing I would like to say is, although this is an AI boot camp and AI-based competition, for the pitch deck, I would encourage you to write it on your own, slide by slide. Don't use any AI tools to auto-generate your slide deck. It doesn't serve much purpose if you are not thinking, you are not critically thinking through things, and if you're just using AI to come out with a pitch deck. There are tools which can do such kind of things, but it will not carry your thoughts, your ideas. So that is what the jury looks for. So make sure that you handwrite everything yourself, at least for the pitch deck and pitch video. It's very important that it is your own creation. And it has to, even if you have used any AI tools, it has to be customized with your own thoughts. So don't just auto-generate and submit it, because it doesn't serve any purpose, and your entry might get rejected if you just submit without your own thoughts being added to the pitch deck or the pitch video. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, and finally, for the pitch video, I would say your pitch video has to demonstrate the working of your project or product, and through a practical usage scenario. And you need to look at it from the end user's perspective. So you could use a storytelling technique, for example, to demonstrate your project, and at the same time highlighting your the features and functions of your product. And since the video is supposed to be only 2 minutes long, you need to be very mindful of the time of what you're demonstrating there. Okay, so avoid your self-introduction, introducing the team. This is something that I see often students doing. This take 20-30 seconds just for introduction. So the introduction is already covered in your pitch deck. Why do you want to repeat that again? Even if you want to do it, keep it really, really short. Focus more on showcasing your project or your product. That is what the jury members want to see. So don't waste your time on unnecessary things. Just focus on what the jury wants to see and just show them what they want to see. That's it. Okay. And finally, I would say it has to be under 2 minutes. And you can find the detailed guidelines on how to shoot and edit the video in the Tinkerpreneur session number 12. Go to the learning resource deck, open the activities page of the slide. There you will find a couple of buttons which will show you the pitch deck template, the pitch deck sample, the pitch video guidelines, and also the pitch video sample itself. Okay, so go through all of these before you start working. And for the submission, I would say, get your synopsis, pitch deck, pitch video reviewed by a mentor, okay, before you submit it. Don't directly submit it. At least go through your mentor, ask them for guidance wherever you need help, especially in the market opportunity slide and things like that. If you don't know how to do it, please talk to your mentor and get some help, and incorporate their suggestions and inputs before submitting. And finally, the last 1 or 2 points, I would say, in the Impact Festival submission form, you can submit your pitch deck under the business plan section, and avoid submitting on the last day. Submit well in advance, at least a day or 2 before the deadline. And all the detailed step-by-step instructions for submitting your entry to the AI India Impact Festival is given in the handbook. So please go through them before you submit. So with that, I would say good luck and best wishes. So do a good job, and see you at the top. Thank you once again for the opportunity. Over to you, Shubham.
Thank you so much, sir, and the Tinker Champs for putting up such a brilliant work in getting through the deck and the video, and how to submit the winning entry. Now, without further ado, I'll pass on to Anup ji. He will get you through the portal the complete overview, what to click, where you will find out the important resources. Over to you, Anu.
Thank you. Thank you, Shubhamji. Good afternoon to one and all. So in the previous section, we have seen that how you need to present your good work, how to create it, how to present it, what is a deck, what is a pitch, etc. Now, how and where to share, submit your entries. I am going to take you through that quickly. So AI student community, that is a platform which is for the students to collaborate and learn. So you can go onto Google and just type AI student community. The first link that you get, click on that first link. It will take you to the platform of AI student community, wherein when you click on it, the first banner or the poster that you are going to see is of India Impact Festival, which was being talked in the last session. You just click on the see detail part. And once you click on that see details, it will ask you that whether you are a student or a facilitator, that is if you are a student or a teacher. Of course, if you are a student, you'll click on the student, and then it will open the entire India Impact Festival details in front of you. So first, let me just quickly take you through to this Impact Festival, what it is. So if you are not aware about what is this India AI Impact Festival is all about, so you can have you can get an overview about the festival by clicking on this. What is India AI Impact Festival? You click on it, it will tell you about the entire modality of this festival, what this festival is all about, and what kind of entries, what kind of solutions you can submit over here. Who can participate? It will tell you about the eligibility criteria for the participants in different age categories, and why you need to participate, that what is the opportunities, avenues that it is bringing to you to compete in this national level platform. Once you are aware about this, then it also talks about the national awards. Okay, and it also talks about what are the special mentions that you get once you're participating in this particular program. So impact creators, the terminology you should understand over here. Creators is used for students. So top 3 projects in each of the following subcategories, which are under 18 years, above 18, and AI for accessibility. So these are the 3 categories in which students can participate. Shapers is a terminology that is used for educators, that is the teachers. Top 3 teachers or educators from academic or technical institutes, schools and technical colleges can win. Impact nurturers, academic or technical institution, or school and other institution can win these national awards. Special mention will for the Nari Shakti, the females, okay, female gender, AIoT, where you are blending AI as well as other technologies together. Entries for the aspirational district, if you are coming from aspirational district students, and AI for the industries. So these will have the special mentions. How to participate, this is where all of you must be interested upon. If you are students, as a creator, you need to sign up to the AI student community platform, the platform which we are currently viewing or seeing it. There you'll click on this Impact Festival button, and then you have to fill a registration form. If you're not already a member of this AI student community, you need to register yourself. If you are already a member of AI student community, then you can directly log in onto this portal and go to the submission part, which I will be taking you in a moment from now. And once you have logged in, and then you will receive a confirmation mail on successful submission of your entry. Similarly, it is for shapers as well as for nurturers also. What to submit? In the previous session also, it was being discussed, has been explained in very extensive and comprehensive way. So as students, you need to submit a project synopsis. What is a synopsis? It was explained. It should be in a PDF format, outlining what is the problem statement and the project solution, the tools that you are using, the techniques you are using, you have utilized, whether in form of AI or sensors or any other technologies. What is the sustainable part of it? What is if it holds any future scalable scope of it, and which all sustainable development goals it gets covered. You also need to submit a 2-minute, that is a 120-second video, where you are detailing about the project. That means where you are explaining your project, the working of your project. Evaluation of entries, it will be a 3-stage evaluation. The first stage will be where all the entries will be evaluated by neutral agency. Obviously, the top 15 entries of in each category, that means there are 3 categories for students, will be shortlisted. Top 100 will be school students below 18 AI enabled solutions. And a robust business plan will get opportunity to be mentored by your experts from ISBs. Stage 2 will be where the shortlisted entry will get mentored and they will get a